Coverdale Bible, the fourth book of Moses, called Numerus. What this book containeth, chapter 11. The people are weary and impatient by the way, murmur against Moses, desire flesh, and abhor the manna. The Lord giveth them after their lust, but punisheth them sore. The 11th chapter. And when the people waxed impatient, it displeased sore the ears of the Lord. And when the Lord heard it, his wrath waxed hot, and the fire of the Lord burnt among them, so that it consumed the uttermost of the host. Then cried the people unto Moses, and Moses prayed unto the Lord. So the fire quenched, and the place was called Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burnt among them. Then the common sort of people that was among them fell a lusting, and sat and wept with the children of Israel, and said, Who will give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish that we ate in Egypt for naught, and cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. But now is our soul dried away. Our eyes see nothing than the manna. The manna was like coriander seed, and to look upon like bdellium. And the people ran here and there, and gathered it, and ground it in mills, and beat it in mortars, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it, and it had a taste like an oil cake. And when the dew fell upon the tents in the night, the manna fell therewith. Now when Moses heard the people weep among their kindreds, every one in his tent door, then the wrath of the Lord waxed exceeding hot, and it grieved Moses also. And Moses said unto the Lord, Why vexest thou thy servant? And why find not I favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all this people upon me? Have I then conceived all this people, or begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, Carry them in thine arms, as a nurse beareth a child, unto the land that thou hast sworn unto their fathers? Where shall I get flesh to give all this people? They weep before me, and say, Give us flesh, that we may eat. I am not able to bear all this people alone, for it is too heavy for me. And if thou wilt deal thus with me, O kill me then, if I have found favor in thy sight, that I see not my wretchedness. And the Lord said unto Moses, Gather unto me 70 men among the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest that they are the elders in the people, and officers over them, and bring them before the tabernacle of witness, and set them there with thee. Then will I come down, and talk with thee even there, and take of thy spirit that is upon thee, and put it upon them, that they may bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear not all alone. And unto the people thou shalt say, Sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, that ye may eat flesh. For your weeping is come into the ears of the Lord. Ye that say, who shall give us flesh to eat? For we were well at ease in Egypt. Therefore shall the Lord give you flesh to eat, not 1 day, not 2, not 5, not 10, not 20 days long, but a month long, till it go out at your noses, and till ye loathe it, even because ye have refused the Lord, which is among you, and have wept before him, and said, Wherefore went we out of Egypt? And Moses said, 600,000 footmen are there of the people among whom I am. And thou sayest, I will give you flesh to eat a month long. Shall the sheep and oxen be slain to be enough for them? Or shall all the fishes of the sea be gathered together to be sufficient for them? The Lord said unto Moses, Is the Lord's hand shortened then? But now shalt thou see whether my words shall be fulfilled indeed or no. And Moses went out and told the people the word of the Lord, and gathered the 70 men among the eldest of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. Then came the Lord down in a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and put it upon the 70 elders. And when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, and ceased not. But in the host there remained yet 2 men, of whom the one was called Eldad, the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, for they were written up also, and yet were they not gone out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the host. Then ran there a lad, and told Moses, and said, Eldad and Medad prophesy in the host. Then answered Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' servant, whom he had chosen, and said, My lord Moses, forbid them. But Moses said unto him, Art thou jealous for my sake? Would God that all the people of the Lord could prophesy, and that the Lord would give them his Spirit. So Moses and the elders of Israel gat them to the host. Then went out the wind from the Lord, and caused quails to come from the sea, and scattered them over the host, here a day's journey, there a day's journey, round about the host, 2 cubits high above the earth. Then the people stood up all that day and all that night, and all the next day, and gathered quails. And he that gathered the least gathered 10 omers, and they killed them round about the host. But while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere ever it was up, the wrath of the Lord waxed hot among the people, and slew them with an exceeding great slaughter. Therefore is the same place called the graves of lust, because the voluptuous people were buried there. From the lust graves took the people their journey unto Azaroth, and abode at Azaroth.